welcome to my backyard. I'm Penguin6. Check me out on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Penguin6. That's me. And right now, I'm going to lunch. Don't know where I'm going. It could be noodles. Could be pizza. I had a hamburger for lunch yesterday, and I had Vietnamese noodles for dinner, so I'm not really like dying for noodles. Noodles are just sort of like your default choice because, hey, Chili. Tacos. Hey, we didn't have Korean tacos last week, did we? We did not have Korean tacos at all. We went a whole week without Korean tacos. Ooh, there's a late entry into the big conundrum, the daily conundrum. Korean tacos. Hey, Atlanta. I have a cousin in Atlanta. Good day, sunshine. Sausages. I made my kid an omelet, and he wanted a sausage inside his omelet, so I cut up a sausage link and put it in his omelet yesterday. Actually, I should say he made the omelet. I just sort of watched as it... He's like, Daddy, how come omelets look a lot like scrambled eggs? I'm like, because you shredded the thing when you flipped it. We're going on vacation. We're not sure. We're probably going to go to the U.S., but we think we might spend some time in Asia. So I'm thinking of taking the kids to Hiroshima. I was going to take the kids to Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City, and then I had an idea the other day. I said, maybe I should take the kids to the DMZ. Take the boys to Korea, let them see the DMZ up close, personal, so they can see what it really looks like to be on the edge of an authoritarian regime. So maybe we'll go to Seoul and take the boys up north to the demilitarized zone and see the border between North and South Korea. That would be kind of interesting. It is pretty today. This is my path that goes down the mountain. We're heading down. Well, it's good that, these are the things that my kids are going to be studying in school. They're going to study Hiroshima. They're going to study the Korean War. They're going to study the Vietnamese War. And for them to have first-hand experiences. When I talk about the attack on the embassy in 1975 by North Vietnamese forces and the helicopters lifting off the roof of the embassy, if my kids could actually see the embassy in Saigon, wow, my God, they'd have a whole new perspective on their education. So giving the kids a chance to sort of experience these historical places like Hiroshima, like the DMZ, like Saigon, like other parts of Asia, I just think it's going to make their education more interesting. But I don't know. I'm kind of wacky about that sort of stuff. Oh, we'll just go out for the summer. I don't know. So school's out June 15th. School starts August 15th. So we have 2 months here. Summer's only 2 months. We get a lot of breaks otherwise, though. We get 3 weeks at Christmas. We get a fall break. We get 2 spring breaks, basically. So we only get 2 months. What do they get in the U.S. now? They get like 10 weeks for summer? I don't know. So I'm on Bruin Path right now, Brewin, Bruin Path. And we're making our way down to the thing. Penguin Radio is long gone. Penguin Radio was liquidated over a decade ago. Is the pollution very bad? No, it's actually a very nice day today. It's rainy today, so the skies are very clear. The pollution can be bad. It's like, code red air days by U.S. standards sometimes, but Vietnam would be hot. The Bitcoin machine is doing fine. It's not making as much as we had hoped because in the last 30 days, the number of Bitcoin miners has gone up by basically 50%. This is Hong Kong. You are at Bruin Path, Brewin Path, and Magazine Gap Road, Magazine Gap. We're going to see the Peak Tram because we're going to walk down the Peak Tramway in just a moment. This is a mailbox. So yes, Hong Kong Post. You are in Hong Kong. I'm in Hong Kong. And here's the best thing about Hong Kong. I got the power. I'll wait for this motorcycle. See that? Push button, light changes. Push button, light changes. How it freaking should be all over the world. Yeah? None of this freaking placebo button American crap. You push the button, the thing changes. Oh, wow, there's a bike here. So this is a rental bike, yeah? This is a nice one. I can rent this bike with my iPhone. So this is a Hoba bike. So I just scan this QR code and I ride off. Penguin Radio was a .com internet company I founded and then sold back long ago. I think Penguin Books now owns the domain. Penguin Radio, Penguin Publishing. Is it chained? No, it has a built-in lock. You can unlock. It unlocks remotely when you scan the iPhone, and then you ride it around. You get charged. The minute you unlock it, it starts charging your account. And then the minute you lock it back up again, it stops charging you. So it's called a dockless rental bike. Dockless because it doesn't have a dock. And the tram is just starting to move. So you can see the cable is just starting to come up. Just starting to come up. Boy, he's moving slow. That's very odd. I wonder if they're doing some maintenance today and not actually running trams. Because usually the tram starts a moving, it starts a booking. You know, to be honest, I don't think the tram is running. I think they're laying a new cable. I really think that's what's going on today. That's a brand new freaking looking cable. I bet is it cable replacement time? Because the cable is tremendously slack. I wonder if they're doing tram maintenance today. It's not electric. It's a funicular tram. You know, if they're doing cable maintenance, that means the old cable is up at the peak. Ready? Yeah, they're doing cable maintenance. It means ready to steal some of the old cable. He rode a city bike around. City bike is a dock system, right? You have to like park in the dock. So it looks like they're replacing the cable today. They do this every other year or so. So the cable's not, it's very slack. It's very loose. So anyway, we're going down to get some lunch. We're thinking it could be noodles. We're thinking it could be pizza or Korean tacos. I'm a little bit early for pizza though. I don't know what time they open the pizza joint. I wanted to say 11:30. It's 10:46 right now. I know they're not going to be open yet. Well, if I do go to the pizza joint, the pizza's going to be really fresh. Really chewy, cheesy, fresh pizza. I got the power. So many taxis. 1, 2, 3, O'Leary. How was the Playboy party? It was a big success. There were lots of naughty bits up on the wall, but I did not attend simply because I was just too damn tired. I turned down a Playboy party. For those of you who have the current issue of Playboy, there is a new photographer who is shooting her first shots from Playboy. Her name is Ruby Law. You can see her picture in the masthead of the new edition of Playboy. And she did a photo spread of a model, I think it was in Bali. And she's a friend of a friend, and I got invited to her little photo party, which I didn't go to because I was just too damn tired. She is Chinese, Ruby Law, yeah. She can go look to her Instagram. Her Instagram is Ruby Law, I think, L-A-W. She is Chinese, yeah. You guys can go ogle her if you want. So she's a photographer from Hong Kong. My wife has been to Da Nang. I have not been to Da Nang. The beaches there are quite nice. Hue would be a very interesting thing, but I don't think Hue is I don't think a lot of Vietnam is not really tourist ready, and it's the cover with the woman in a champagne glass. I think that's the cover. It's the June, July issue or whatever, the current issue of Playboy. She's the photographer for one of the shoots, and she's based here in Hong Kong. And she has a really active Instagram. Let me see if I can find her Instagram on my other phone so you guys can all go ogle. So I know that's what you want to do. Good morning. But I was invited to her premiere party, which of course I didn't go to because, well, I was tired. Granted, I had to get up. No, she's not on the cover. So, what's going on here? Oh, here we go. Let me see if I can find her. Oh, here's Ruby. Okay, so that's Ruby. And you can follow her. That's her Instagram. And so she just did, actually this is her Playboy shoot, but all the naughty bits are blinked out, yeah? No, the wife does. I actually have a lot of female friends who are, by all definitions, rather attractive. And my wife just laughs. She's just like, oh yeah, as if you have a chance with any of them. Give me a break. So my wife is not at all worried about me hanging around fashion models. She's like, yeah, like you've got a chance. So, it's a good relationship, yeah. Oh, come on, car. I want to go before this truck runs me over. Who controls the British pound? Who keeps the metric system down? We do. We do. No, she's not a model. She's a photographer. Who rigs every Oscar night? Who keeps the Martians out of sight? We do. We do. Who holds back the electric car? Who made Steve Gutenberg a star? We do. We do. Anyway, I sing that song every time I go by that building. I'm pretty old. Whoa, bird. Scare me. Hi, bird. So yeah, the trams are getting fixed today. Oh, in November. Wow. And the Oompa Loompas control the world. Squirrels control the world. Rick and Morty told me so. So yeah, it looks like they're relaying the cable for the peak tram today. So you can see the cable is quite slack. And the trams are out of the station for annual maintenance. Cool. Have I had any run-ons with the Chinese triads? No. The Chinese triads are not that dumb. They don't mess with foreigners, and foreigners don't mess with them, and basically everything goes on fine. I mean, there are foreigners who run in with them. They borrow money from them, or they buy drugs or women or whatever. But I don't mess with them, and they don't mess with me. There's no point in it. There's no value. What's to be gained messing with some random guaylo? Nothing, except hassle. This is Hong Kong. You're underneath a bridge right now. Number 1 tramway path in Hong Kong. We're going to go over by the U.S. consulate in just a minute, and we're going to make our way to get something to eat. Hello. Bells, bells, bells. Testing the fire alarms online. So look at all these minivans. These are Tai cruisers. See this? Yeah, tram is closed for a few days. Tai cruisers. Tai are the wealthy wives of the Tai Tams. Tai Tams are the businessmen, the big boss, so to speak. And their wealthy wives, aka ladies who lunch. Ladies who lunch, they go down to have lunches downtown, or go to the gym, or go to the spa. And down here are the Tai cruisers parked, ready to pick them up. Oh, these guys wanted the tram. Yes. So the tram is closed. Interesting. Tram service suspended. All these tourists gotta go get that bus. Oh, there it is. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Yeah, the American flag is right there. It was blowing in the wind a minute ago. Oh. That's the U.S. consulate. It's been raining. I'm gonna. Oh crap! Ambulance. I'm not walking in front of an ambulance. Ambulance. And sensing thing. Okay, so all these people just walk in front of a frickin' moving ambulance. Yeah, brilliant. All right, whatever. Ambulances don't run the red lights here. Ooh, that was loud. No, there are not a lot of Hispanics here. Well, he waved to me. He's like, just go. He's like, this old lady's in the way. You might as well go too. And I'm like, okay, whatever. In the U.S., they just take no prisoners, you know? They just whack on the horn, hit the siren, and then they just go blowing through the intersection. And if you're there, well, tough. But here, they're like more polite. It was loud with headphones. In Japan, they actually apologize. The ambulance driver pulls up to the intersection and he's like, I am sorry, we are on an emergency. Could you please clear the intersection? It's just like the most polite thing you've ever heard. And they do this at like every intersection. They like speak in Japanese and they like apologize to the pedestrians that they have to like break the law. I was on Garden Road and now I'm back at St. John's Cathedral here in central Hong Kong. This is the Church of England. Thank you, Henry VIII, for delivering this. Wasn't going to the consulate. I'm just passing by the consulate. I try to avoid going to the consulate. It reminds me of mediocrity. It does. It does. I go in there and I'm just reminded of all the mediocre public schools and buildings I've been to in the United States. It's just like, ugh. So this is the Anglican Church here in Hong Kong. And next to the Anglican Church in Hong Kong is that which everybody worships, the banks. Yeah, that's Citibank, Bank of China. Those are the things that people really worship. Money. Over here is Private Maxwell. Let me put a chain up here. HSBC is just about. So this is Private Maxwell. Private Maxwell was a member of the Hong Kong Volunteer Defense Force. The Hong Kong Volunteers, the Eurasian Division, killed 2 days before Christmas, 1941, when the Japanese invaded. Do they accept Americans? What do you mean accept? They just, people are people. They don't really care about your passport. Yes, I did I took 8 kids to see Infinity Wars over the weekend. Best time is October, I would say. It's pretty cool that. Actually, last month, April was not bad, too. April and October. Hey, did you see that? I just tweeted it this morning. Round-trip airfare to the Hong Kong from the United States. Round-trip airfare to Hong Kong, the United States, $450. Yes, I'm not kidding. $450. Round-trip from the West Coast to the United States, to Hong Kong. The movie was great when you see it with a bunch of 10-year-olds. They were like, yo, kill him, beat his ass. Yes, so if you look at my Twitter, Penguin6, I tweeted a link this morning. There are round-trip airfares from the West Coast now down at $454 American dollars. Would I be pissed if I had to come back in D.C.? Yeah, probably. I'm not sure exactly. Go to google.com/flights, google.com/flights, and take a look at what you're seeing. It was found by The Points Guy, which is an airline website guy. You should follow The Points Guy. No, it's a round-trip direct flight, non-stop flight, West Coast to Hong Kong, $454 round trip. That's a pretty good deal. Though, to be honest, when you're talking about 14-hour flights, direct flights aren't actually all that's cracked up. Sometimes you want to stop in Tokyo and get some noodles. New York to Hong Kong, I don't know. Go to google.com/flights and type it in. Usually you can find fares under $600. That's a really good deal, yeah. $500 US round trip to Hong Kong. Hell, I can't fly to San Francisco to New York for that price. Who controls the British pound? Who keeps them? I'm singing that song today. It's an earworm now. All right, we're getting down into central Hong Kong right now. It's getting time to choose what are we going to have for lunch. Still thinking noodles, still thinking pizza, but we got that Korean tacos. Korean tacos are still in the back of my mind. They're charging on the outside as we come into the third turn. Korean tacos could be making a late run. We'll have to find out. Where are the big crowds? Well, it's not lunchtime yet, yeah? I mean, there'll be some crowds now, but not humongous. Not until about 12 or 1 o'clock. That's when everybody comes out. September Cafe and Hong Kong Airlines. Yeah, these Google's flight tracker is a multi-engine, multi-airline search. Weather today is hot and sticky. Well, not really that hot. Oh my God, it's a gun. You don't really see many guns in Hong Kong except when it's these really poor weapons disciplined security guards carrying a bank money box. They're allowed to carry shotguns, and they don't know how to carry a shotgun to save their lives. Now, Google Flights is amazing. In fact, oftentimes they leave the shotgun lying on the street. Dude, it probably fires like cork bullets. Look at that, it's summertime already. I had pan-fried buns Friday, I think. So pan-fried buns are, I know I have like a burning desire for pan-fried buns. I mean, I could eat pan-fried buns, but I think I'd rather have Korean tacos or noodles or pizza. Kind of empty right now. It'll get more crowded later. Noodle pizza, that'd be a little weird. Do you get deep dish? No, they don't have any deep dish in Hong Kong. Do you know how to make deep dish pizza? Do you know how to make really good deep dish pizza? Then come to Hong Kong and open a deep dish pizza restaurant, because we need one. All we have is this New York style. 1,000 best flight out of Toronto. Oh, okay. Well, look around the next month or two. Make sure you don't look at it like 4th of July. That's when the prices go up. It's so empty right now. They don't have deep dish in the UK. Wow. Life sucks. Where should we go and get some food? Bitcoin is going very well. It's down today, but I had Ethereum coins, and I made 100% profit over the last 30 days, yeah? So I doubled my money I doubled my money in 3 weeks. So that was nice. One less month I have to work. They do have replicas, but down in this area, it's all real watches. Yeah, Ethereum just went on a 113% tear over the last 3 weeks, basically. It's down 10% today. But still, I made a significant profit. I mean, I made thousands of dollars, which is pretty cool. Ethereums are good. ADA, my friend Nishan loves Cardano, ADA. A lot of people here in China talk about HT, which is this Chinese one. Civic has had a good run, but it just came down a bit. Interesting stuff. Who controls the British pound? So, you guys aren't noticing. Oh, let's look at some jewelry. What do we got here? Oh, for me, I love you. I love you. 30,000 US. 30,000 US. 40,000 US. How come that one is less than that one? 40,000. Ooh, look at this one. 100,000 US dollars. Cubic zirconia. Cubic zirconia. And there we go. Dutch tulips have been doing really well lately, actually. Netherlands agriculture would be a very smart investment right now. 1.4 million, that's pretty good. So that's about 150,000, no, it's 200,000 US for that one. And then that one, oh, count the zeros. Wait a minute, that's a million. Oh, so that's 150,000 US? Yeah, 150,000 US. There's so many damn zeros here, I'm getting confused. These are 15,000 US. I guess these are diamond zipper pulls. Oh, they're earrings. I thought they were zippers. Too many damn zeros. Too confusing with that many zeros. And they don't put commas there either. Let's go find the expensive stuff and let's skip all that cheap crap. All right, guys, do you think the watch is still there? How many of you think the watch sold over the weekend? Do you think the watch sold over the weekend? I don't know. We're about to find out because we're going to go by the watch shop and check it out. Yeah, it's probably there. Nobody loved their boyfriend enough to buy him that watch. No, there are dollar stores here. They're just not in this neighborhood. Yeah, not here. The unemployment is very low here. Actually, unemployment's low in the U.S. My friend runs a chain of fast food restaurants. They have a very hard time finding employees. You know, we're heading to the noodle joint. We could get distracted and go get a Korean taco. And pizza's always an option. So we're going to go up the escalator in just a moment. But I gotta know, did somebody buy the watch over the weekend? Did someone pluck down the money for Super Watch? Yeah. So, I'm from Hong Kong. I've lived here 8 years. It's cheaper to computerize, put in robots. All right, here comes moment of truth. Is the watch here? The watch is here. It's still here. Nobody bought it. Lazy slogs. Guys, this is 6.4 million Hong Kong. This is about 800,000 US dollars. 800,000 American dollars for this watch. So you could buy a suburban starter home or you could buy this diamond watch. We're in the central business district. This is where a lot of Westerners work and hang out, so it's pretty common to see guaylos here. That's what we call foreign devils. I'm feeling extremely lazy, though. Let's go up the escalator today. That's a Piaget, I believe. Yeah, Piaget, diamond-encrusted Piaget watch. Buy when you win the lottery. Dude, there are people that would hack your hand off for an $800,000 watch and think nothing of it. I mean, it's like, so I went to a Bitcoin meetup, and this guy posted a public message. Hi, I have about 10 million US worth of Bitcoin that I need to liquidate at a substantial discount. If there is anyone who is interested in acquiring 10 million US in Bitcoin, please meet me tonight at the party. And I'm just like, dude, you're talking about a non-traceable currency, and you want to meet some random bloke at a party, all right? Dude, I know 5 guys who would throw you in the trunk of a car and torture you until you gave them the coins. I mean, are you stupid? No, it wasn't a scam. It was a dum-dum. It was an idiot. It was a guy who wasn't thinking. And he posted this message that he was going to come to this party with his Bitcoin wallet hosting 10 million US. And I was like, guy, you're dumb. Yeah, I have 10 million in untraceable assets for the taking, and I'm a weak little computer programmer. It's like, yeah, okay. But I won the lottery. He did show up, actually, and we actually pulled him aside and said, listen, you really need to get your head on straight, you know. And he was actually pretty scared after we sort of laid it out, you know, that there are guys in mainland China who would think nothing about grabbing him. Okay, so that's the noodle shop. Let's skip the noodles today. We can always get noodles. All right, it's coming down to pizza and tacos. Pizza or tacos. But we got to go up the escalator. It's too damn humid to walk up a mountain. I was going to go to the peak and hike, but I'm going to go home and change to shorts before I do that. Oh, come on. come on. Oh, these assholes. So, the escalator's broken. Oh, you're freaking kidding me. Oh, I gotta walk up. No, not Mexican, Korean tacos. Wow, look at it. Okay, so I always tell you about these fashion models, these blonde Eastern European girls. They're about 6 foot tall, size -2. She's a little bigger, but that's definitely one of them. There are a lot of fashion models in this part of town, going to shoots, going to their agencies. No, the escorts, they're mainly on Kowloon side. They're working. This is a better one. You want to see her? She's right there. Okay. Escalator better be working. Yeah, she is. They always are in this area. So I'm going to walk past her really fast. She'll be impressed at my strength and stamina. Not. Yeah, they're all tall. They're like 6 foot tall. Size, sample size. Debuchy. Want to see what she looks like? We made it up the escalator. Oh, her face is in her phone. We can't see what she looks like. She has blue eyes, though. She winked at me as I walked past. She's like, hey, middle-aged man walking around talking to a phone. You're hot. Let me wink at you. I said debuchy, which means sorry in Mandarin Chinese. They were Mandarin tourists. She's like, hey, middle-aged balding guy talking to his phone. Do you know any men on the other side of the planet sitting in their beds eating Doritos who'd be interested in dating a Russian model? Just let me know. Yeah, because that happens to me all the time. I mean, just every single day that happens. Whew. What time is it? 11:11. I think tacos are ready. All right, we can go get tacos up here. She's following me. She followed me. All right, let's go get tacos. We can't make it look too weird. I told you she's following me. Korean tacos? Yeah. Oh, she went to the gym. She went in this building. It's a gym. And that's it. She's out of my life. She thought I was a geek. She thought I was a loser. And she's probably not the first. But I don't know. I think the connection was pretty strong. I think one day she may realize, hey, if only I had followed up with that slightly balding middle-aged guy who was walking around like a psycho, my life would be better. You are on Hollywood Road in Hong Kong right now. We're about to go past Instagram Wall, which I don't think is very active. No, it's always active. There's always gals out here. Ooh, she's sweaty. Instagram Wall is a famous graffiti wall here in Hong Kong. Maybe she wants tacos. Maybe. I mean, when I look at a size 0 girl, I said, now that's a girl who eats tacos. I love this one. This is a nice painting. Whew. Okay, let's go see if these guys are open. I don't even know if they're open. Hell, I don't even know if I have money. Better be freaking. Oh shit, the door's closed. When do they open them? Give me tacos. Tacos. Please be open. I think they're open. Hey, open? Are you open? Not yet? Not yet? Okay. Ooh. Oh, hot. Morning. Sorry to come early. I'm hungry. No, I don't have a black one. Yeah, 2 beef tacos, no sour cream, and let's have. Yeah, cheese is good. Let's have a Coke Zero, yeah, and let's do some French fries today. Oh, unless your fryer's not on.
So you're gonna make combo.
Yeah, sure.
Fries and Coke Zero,
Yeah, yeah. Oh shoot! Can you break a 500 yet? Sure. Oh, I got it. No, it's not the U.S. Against the law for cats and dogs and food. Unlike America. That's the fried chicken. This is Hong Kong dollars. So divide by 8 to get American dollars. So this is. This set is like $10 American. They don't care about North Korea. It's all about money here. Politics don't matter. It's all about cash.
Oh, so sorry.
I'll be back. Okay, but go ahead. I'll just go break it down there. But you can go ahead and make it, yeah? Yeah. Okay. Thanks. So I gotta go break a 500. He doesn't have change for a 500. So this is like 60 US bucks. So I'm gonna go to 7-Eleven, which is just around the corner, buy a pack of gum. And then we'll have change. No, he's making it though. When I get back there, my food should be ready. All right, where's the nearest place I can break this? There's a 7-Eleven. Shit, 2 blocks. Gotta walk here. Hey, maybe the blonde girl will come back. Maybe she'll come back. Maybe she'll say like, hey, I see you need change. I'll do anything. I can break money. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, let's get hit by a bus. Won't that be a good start to the day? There's a 7-Eleven. There's a 7-Eleven here. So should I buy, what should I buy? Maybe I'll buy some candy. We'll rearrange this 7-Eleven. Ooh, Puccios, high chews. High chew, high chew, high chew. Double mint. I can always eat high chew. Everyone loves high chew. Hi. So I got candy, pre-dinner mint, post-dinner, pre-dinner, post-dinner. Hong Kong. 500 Hong Kong is about 60 US dollars. That's not for smoking. Yeah. Thank you. He snicked. He's like, stupid Guilo took all my money while filming condoms. That's another Korean. That's a Korean coffee shop. I've never been there. I don't drink coffee. The tallest bill we have is 1,000 Hong Kong, which is like 120 US. But it's so there's so many counterfeits, nobody really accepts the 1,000 anymore. Mints and condoms. When I was in college, my roommates used to set out a bottle of Gatorade and a box of condoms next to their bed every night before they went to a hotel or went out to a bar. They'd be like, yeah, you got to be prepared, you got to be prepared. And then I think they had to throw away both at the end of the school year because they had never been used. The Gatorade is refreshing. To get ready for the second wind. Or so they thought. Are there fast cars that come out? Are there fast cars? You mean like Lamborghinis and Ferraris and exotics? Yeah, there's more of those here than you'll ever see in the United States. My building alone has a half a dozen exotics. I live in a very cheap building. Ooh. But, man, it's gross out there.
I'm so sorry.
No problem. 7-Eleven guy was annoyed.
No.
Bought a piece of candy. Tough. Coins.
It's night.
Ready? No. It's Tokyo. There are a few. Great. Thank you. Sorry. It's under the air conditioner. No, we don't tip. Nobody's getting Instagram on right now. So that's what's he look at money while we wait? I know you guys like the money. So that's a Hong Kong $10 bill. That's my pack of candy, which I'm not going to eat right now. That's really good. Let's see what else we got in here. Here we go, lots of money. 7.75 to 1. So this $10 bill is worth about $1.20 American, $1.20 American. Now, this is a $20 bill. This is a standard and chartered $20 bill. But then this is an HSBC $20 bill. So, different bank, different bill. And let me see what else I got. I've got another standard and chartered 20, and then another HSBC 20. There are 3 banks that issue their own currencies here. So what do we got here? Oh, this is the third bank, is the Bank of China. And this is a Bank of China $100 bill. And then we've got an HSBC $100 bill. And then we have a slightly older HSBC $100 bill. So it's all the same value, just different bank. So when it comes to banknotes, this is what a banknote really is. So what do we got here? We've got 80, we've got 100 in small currency, we got 400 Hong Kong. That's about 50 US dollars. The government prints the tens. Hey, thank you. Ooh. Yeah. No, this is worth about 50 US dollars. American currency is more. Now, the other thing you didn't notice is that everything is slightly different size. So, for example, the $10 bill is slightly smaller than the 20. And the $20 bill is slightly smaller than the 100. So each currency has a slightly different size. No, we got a taco, but it's coming later. The fries are really good, though. What goes better? This cost, no, so this whole thing cost 90 Hong Kong, which is about 11 US dollars. So there's about 11.50 Korean taco. What the hell that is? But I ain't eating it. Well, they have radio stations here, if that's what you mean. It's kind of weird looking mayonnaise. Tacos are coming. It's so hot. This is Haichu, by the way. Haichu is from Moringa. It's a Japanese company. There, that's the Japanese name. These are delicious. You can get these in the U.S. If you've never had them, you should try them. They're really yummy. I don't trust that sauce. I mean, that looks like, I don't know. What do you think that is, man? Oh, I don't know what it is. It's not a gum. It's kind of like a chewy Starburst without as much sugar. Dude, I could get like some sort of, I could eat that and like become pregnant. I don't trust that. Those are good. Haichus are good. You know what? I might be passing up. Hey, how's it going? The best fry sauce in the world. But I know I'm also passing up really weird nightmares that would come from that. Yeah. This is the kind of stuff that like turns you into a zombie. I mean, I've seen Korean horror films. Have you seen Korean horror films? This is the kind of stuff that usually comes out of someone's body in a Korean horror film. So, I hate it. It looks like toothpaste. It looks like toothpaste. Toothpaste mixed with cheese and like ketchup. Oh, Jimmy. Exactly. I'm not a big mayo fan in general. It might be what it is. I could ask them. Well, they'll just tell me some Korean name. This is definitely orange. All right, put the fries away for a minute. Should we eat a haichu? You guys want to see what a haichu looks like? Those of you who've never had a haichu. Well, I just opened. Dip a haichu in the sauce? No. It is a great candy. Once you've had haichu moringas, you don't go back to other candy. So this is a haichu. It's strawberry flavored, surrounded by a coating of little earwax. Oh, it's so good. They call me Guila, which means foreign devil. They also call me Giant Pickle. I don't know why they do that. It roughly translates into he who has a giant pickle. But I've never really figured out why. Oh, way better than Starburst. It's smoother than Starburst. Starburst is like a jolt of like sugar. This is like mellow sugar. This is like a nicotine patch. Yeah, like imagine you're chewing a nicotine patch and you get that like slow nicotine release versus like smoking a half a pack of cigarettes. Go back to a fry. It doesn't stick really, not like the Starburst one. It's smoother and mellower. Year, month, day. What a high chew. They sell it at Costco. Yeah, I've seen it at a couple places in the United States now. It's not uncommon anymore. I used to buy it what's called Moringas, but now I think they rebranded it to the American market. They call it high chew. Look at all the emulsifiers. It's everywhere in the U.S. now? Yeah, it's definitely worth it. Really slow today. Definitely another soda. Or water. So, there's some fashion people out there now. Let's look at the pretty girls. Here we go. Taking selfies. How much was that? It was like $8. That was about $1 US. So this is a selfie wall for all the fashion models. I have one of each. I just have a wife. Why would I want a girlfriend when I married the best girl in the world? So this is known as Instagram wall. Oh, look, she's being very posy. Selfies are a huge business. Have I been to Taiwan? Yes, of course. Good food in Taiwan. Then we have we've got HBO, we've got Cinemax, we've got CBS, a lot of channels. Yeah, that's Instagram. You want to live in Taiwan, then go. Just move. Yeah. It's not that hard. Tell you what, I need to get another drink. Maybe another high chew too. A little bit slow. You're in school, then go study in Taiwan. I've ordered a Korean taco. It's a little slow. No worries. Do you have any water, like cold water, bottled water?
Just give me 10.
Okay. Thank you. Korean tacos. This is Korean beef thrown into. Thank you. I'm gonna get a fork because this is so good. It is really good. Oh, it's so good. Marinated beef. Oh yeah. So this is where we're at, Takorea. Korean tacos. Not enough cheese. Cheese is all in the bottom. Yeah, they hide the cheese in the bottom. So I'm going to take a pause here, put the phone down while I open up this bottle of water. Too much cilantro? Was that the green stuff? There, just for you. We de-cilantroed it a bit. Okay, here we go. Oh, look how much this is. Oh, it's just massive. Oh. Mm. 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 Oh man, it's so good. It's really marinated well. It's really juicy. Mm. Mm. What? Want to go again? You want to go again? Okay, I'm ready for you. Oh. Mm. Mm. Oh, it's so good. The Korean beef has been like marinating all weekend. Mm. There's so much of it. I mean, I can't eat it all. It's just beef everywhere. It's like I've died and gone to beef heaven. It's not spicy. I asked for it not spicy. They have a spicy version though. This is Kalbi beef, Kailbi, I think. Or bulgogi, I don't remember which. Mm. It's American ribs. It's the USDA approved ribs. Very tender, like mouth-watering. Yeah, I like Kobe beef. And Wagyu. Mm. So delicious. Okay, let's try this next one here. One down, one to go. Oh, this one like blew up. Beef fell everywhere. I moved here from Washington, D.C. But I grew up in Illinois. Yeah, I've had tacos in California. Actually, I think Korean tacos come from California. I'm not going to have another lunch right away. I'll go for a hike. I gotta change that. It's too damn hot. A good steak. Yeah, sort of. There's no cattle in Hong Kong, so all the beef has to be imported. So there is an abattoir, but I mean it's expensive to get a cow from Australia and kill it here, basically. I don't even know if they still do that. This is nothing like Taco Bell. Oh, that was so good. Yeah, Taco Bell is evil. This was not evil. Am I really in in China. Yeah, I'm in Hong Kong, outside of Instagram wall. See that, Chinese people? Need the mail. All right, we're out of here. Thanks. Oh. Close the door because it is so humid today. Yeah, I left the candy there. No, I don't want to eat the high chews. There's the Wagyu hamburger store across the street. Periscope is banned in China, as is Twitter. So this is the selfie wall. You were looking at Instagram wall in Soho, Hong Kong. No, I don't. My kids don't eat candy. Well, one eats a little bit, but the other one hates. The other one doesn't really like sugar. So, people in China access VPNs, yes, but the VPNs are also blocked. The government really cracked down a lot. Who's that cat? Oh, check this out. This just came out. Angry cat. In Hong Kong. Hong Kong exists outside of the Chinese firewall. So Hong Kong has free, unrestricted internet, just like you were in the United States. It's only across the border, which is about 20 miles from here, into mainland China, where the firewall kicks in. People in mainland China do not have access to Periscope, Facebook, Twitter, etc. But for me, the internet is the same here. In fact, it's a little bit faster than it is back in the U.S. because the infrastructure here is more advanced, bandwidth, all that sort of stuff. China has its own Facebook, its own Twitter, its own everything, basically, its own Periscope. In fact, Chinese live streaming is a much, much bigger market than American live streaming. The government doesn't like anything they can't control. Okay, let's see if we can get a taxi. So that's the pan-fried bun place over there. We're not going to go there right now. We are going to grab a taxi, though. Yeah, women make a huge amount of money on those live streaming, the Chinese live streaming apps, like Yi, Momo, all the other Chinese live streamers. I mean, God, you want to talk to a pretty 18-year-old Chinese girl? Download one of those apps. Yeah, we're going to go home first, and we're going to change into shorts because it is really hot. And that taxi got grabbed by that old grandma. You evil grandma. Taking my taxi. I skip this one. Oh, there's one. Number 2. Get back here. Hi. Muido, sapyat ho muido. We'll be back a little bit later when we get up to the peak. We're going to take you on a new hike today. It'll be about $4 or $5. Don't pay with your chat. Thanks for watching.